Hey guys, here is our workout number 2 that we did in week 1. We're going to start with a little 10-minute warm-up. So again, I'm going to run through these really quick. Feel free to pause the video, and there's also a description below of everything that I'm going to show you so that you don't forget. So first thing we're going to do in the warm-up, we're always going to start with breathing. So come to lying on your back with your feet flat on the floor. All right, hands are gonna come straight up overhead. We're gonna inhale as our hands kind of extend up towards the wall. And we're adding a reach here to really feel length in our side bodies. Let me show you on the other side. So inhaling here, almost like you're holding a ball. Inhale, feel expansion in the side body as you send breath to this area with your inhale. Exhale, back to center. Other side, inhale. Feel expansion in your side body. Exhale, bring it back to center. We're here for 12, 6 on each side, alternating sides as you go. Inhale, reach, expand through your side body. Exhale, back to center. So we're there for 12, and then we're gonna come up into a kneel. I'm gonna have you place one hand on the ground. You're gonna inhale as you reach over, again, sending breath to your side body. We're really trying to expand through this area here, get the rib cage moving. Inhale, exhale, bring it back. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, bring it back. You can do 10 on each side. Other side, we're gonna do that one. Perfect. And then we are going to come up into, we're gonna do some hip overs. So coming up into a tall kneel, stepping one knee over and stepping it back. Other side, warming up our hips a little bit, getting some movement and mobility here. Again, you're gonna stay nice and tall. Hip wraps around and comes up, stomp the floor. Other side. Perfect, we're gonna do 20 here. When you're done with that one, plant one foot on the ground. Back leg stays planted. You're gonna hinge forward. So hips are shifting forward, knee comes over your toes. Feel that stretch here, and then send your hips back. Feel length and stretch in your hamstrings. Just shifting back and forth here in our runner's lunge. So when we're back, we want to feel length here. When we're forward, you want to feel length in the front of your hip here. So do 12 of those on each side, and then last one we're gonna do, hands are flat on the ground, feet are wide, our knees are wide. Sit your hips back, inhale. Exhale, come to puppy pose. Fingers are wide, press into the ground. Inhale, sit your hips back. Exhale, come up into a mini plank. Here for 10 as well. So you can repeat those as many times as you want until you feel nice and warm, and then we're gonna get into the body of our workout. So for the body of today's workout, we only had 2 exercises, or 2 circuits. All you need for these circuits is a yoga block and a foam roller. And if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a pillow and a foam roller. And if you don't have a foam roller, you can use a yoga block or, again, just a pillow. So if all you have is a pillow, that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna get into our first circuit. Again, these are all listed below in the description if you need a little reminder of what to do. Okay, so our first circuit, you're gonna come to all fours in a tabletop or bear position. Feet are against the wall, hands are planted on the ground with your fingers spread wide. So we're gonna do some pelvic tilts here, focusing on engaging our hamstrings. So when we're talking about a pelvic tilt, your pelvis naturally will fall like this. We're not doing a cat-cow. We're just focusing on keeping our back, the upper back flat, and just rotating our pelvis like this. So inhale, relax. Exhale, rotate, tuck your pelvis toward your head, flip it up. So feet are against the wall, fingers are spread wide. Take a nice inhale breath. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, and then push your feet into the wall and think of dragging your heels up. So push, drag your heels, and relax. So again, tilt your pelvis forward, exhale, hold here, push your feet into the wall, and drag your heels up. Relax, we're gonna do 10 of these total. So take it nice and slow. Exhale, pelvis round, pelvis comes forward. Push your feet into the wall, drag your heels up. Full exhale and release. After that, we're gonna keep in the same position. Feet are still on the wall, fingers are still spread wide. Take an inhale breath, full exhale, and then inhale, inhale breath, exhale, push through your hands to to bear hold. So knees are coming just off the floor. Exhale here, inhale, heels come to the wall, and your tailbone comes up into a downward dog. So inhale here, exhale, back to a hover, inhale all the way down. So again, that's exhale, push into the ground, knees come just off the ground. Inhale, hips come all the way up into down dog, send breath to your glutes. Exhale again, knees come to hover, inhale all the way down. So that is gonna be for 8 reps. So you have 10 reps of the pelvic tilts, 8 reps of the bear to the down dogs, and then after that, you're gonna grab your foam roller or your pillow, if you have a pillow, and put that between your legs. Your feet come to the wall. Okay, so I'm in a 90-degree angle here. My thighs are parallel with the wall. I'm resting my head. And all I'm doing, my bottom leg stays planted. I'm shifting my hip back and then pushing it forward. Doing some sideline hip shifts. So when you're shifting back, think of the femur head pushing into the socket. Shift back and forward. Keeping your feet planted on the wall where they are. You're just moving your hip here. So again, shift back, push forward. Sorry, if you're doing this with a pillow, pillow comes here, same thing here. Shift back, push forward. Really just focus on moving your hip. So once you're done with 12 of those, stay in the same lying position here. If you have a pillow, you want to fold up nice like this, or if you have a block, place that between your knees, or keep the foam roller. And then your bottom portion of your body staying exactly where it is. Lift your top foot up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your knees together. Exhale here. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift your foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back down. So this is creating internal rotation in our hip. We're going to do 12 here. After that one, we're almost done with this circuit. Coming to a side lying clamshell. So my knees and my toes are stacked over each other. I'm coming up onto my forearm and this arm. My hand comes to my hip, pushing my feet together and pressing my top knee up towards the ceiling and lifting my bottom hip. So it looks like this. So exhale, open your legs wide, push your knee up towards the ceiling. Inhale, hip comes back to the ground, stack your knees. Exhale, push that knee up. Inhale, back down. So 12 of these. So all together, what that's gonna look like is so many things. Against the wall, so we're doing those tilts. Exhale, push against, pull up into that lift. Inhale back, exhale down, inhale all the way down. And then you're gonna come onto your side and do 12 of those rollers on one side, 12 of the internal rotations, then 12 of the clamshells, and then switch over to the other side and do 12, 12, 12. And that is one round of the circuit. So you'll do that 3 times. And then when you're done with that one, you're gonna come to lying on your back. Heels dig into the ground, toes are pointed up. And kind of scoot a little bit back so that you're in a little bit of a longer bridge here. Perfect. So I'm gonna have you do is exhale, lift your hips up. You're gonna open one knee at a time. So with your hips lifted towards the ceiling, hold here. One knee drops and opens to the side. Inhale here, exhale, bring it back to center, other side. So inhale, knee drops towards the ground. Exhale, bring it back to center. 20 here, so 10 on each side. Going nice and slow, pushing into your heels. Again, you can have your toes against the wall if you want to. 20 of these, and then when you're done with your 20, hips lower down to the ground. Stay in this same position here. Hands can come to the ground. You're gonna exhale as you push into your heel of one foot, raise the other knee towards your nose. Exhale. Inhale, back down, other side. Exhale, lift your opposite knee up to your nose. Toes are flexed towards the sky. Inhale, back down. Alternating side to side, 20 of those. So 20 of the bridges, 20 of the marches, 10 on each side. And you're gonna do that circuit for 2 sets. After you're done with that circuit, we're gonna get into our core a little bit more. So you're gonna need a roller, or if you don't have a roller, you can use a block. If you don't have a block, you can use, again, our best friend, a pillow. So you're gonna come to a wall. So all of these are pretty much done against a wall. I'm gonna show you guys with a pillow because not everyone has a roller. So you're gonna come against the wall, facing the wall. You're gonna bunch up the pillow right here or use a foam roller or a block. One hand comes to your chosen object and the other hand comes to the wall. So my fingers are spread wide, kind of scoot back until you can find good length in your side body here. And then take a big inhale breath. As you inhale, send your breath to the side body. Exhale, when you exhale, push down into the pillow or your foam roller, and then push into the wall and imagine dragging your palm of your hand downwards. So your inhale breath, and then exhale, push. Think of dragging your hand down the wall. You're gonna really feel your core engage. So you're gonna do 8 of those on one side, and then switch over to the other side. And this is what it looks like with the foam roller. Hand comes here, this comes to the wall. Full inhale, exhale, push into the foam roller, drag your hand down the wall. Full long exhale. So 8 on each side of those. Once you're done with your 8, you're gonna grab your foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use just the ground. And you'll just inhale, extend, exhale, push your forearms into the ground, drag your elbows toward you. If you have a foam roller, it's a little bit easier. Your wrists come to the foam roller. You're gonna inhale, extend long, feel a good stretch. Exhale, push your forearms in, down into the ground as you drive your elbows towards you. Full exhale. So again, inhale long. Exhale, push your forearms into the ground, drive towards you. We're there for 10 of those. So again, you don't need the foam roller, you can do it without. You can inhale long, exhale, push into the ground, drive your elbows towards you for 10, but it's easier with the foam roller. And then, after we do that one, sorry guys, my laptop turned off. Oh yeah, we're gonna do one more in this circuit. We're gonna do some thoracic rotation, so getting our rib cage moving. So you can hold a foam roller, or you can hold a block, or you can hold a pillow. I had a mama in class hold her baby too, so you know what, do what works for you. Okay, holding your object up tall, feet are flat on the ground. You're gonna inhale as you fall over to one side, feel a good stretch in your side body. Again, allow your breath to fill this area and expand through your side. So inhale, exhale, come back to center, squeeze your object in with your hands. So full exhale here, squeeze in, good. Inhale, release your squeeze, fall over to one side, your breath fills your side body. Exhale, squeeze that object in towards the center. 12 total, so 6 on each side. So that full circuit looks like starting with the foam roller press, the hand on the wall. Inhale into your side body, exhale, press, drag your hand on the wall. 8 on each side. And then after that one, you're doing those extensions. So overhead extensions, wrists come to the foam roller. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, drive your forearms into the ground, pull your elbows back. You're doing 10 of those, and then when you're done with your 10 there, the very last one was those thoracic rotations where feet are flat on the ground, object is up overhead. Inhale to the side, fill your side body with breath. Exhale, come to center, squeeze here. So that whole circuit we're doing for 3 repetitions. So 3 sets of that. And then, very last thing, we did a quick little 5-minute cardio finisher. So you're gonna come with your feet against the wall, and you're just inhaling as one hand steps forward, the opposite knee comes forward, so inhale, and then walk it back, other side. Hand comes forward, opposite knee comes forward as you inhale, exhale, bring it back. So inhale, exhale, exhale, as fast as you wanna go or as slow as you wanna go for 20 total. And then when you're done with your 20, you're gonna come to a stand. You can bend at the knees just a little bit. And then we had a band in class, so if you have a mini band, you can put that around your legs. If you don't have a mini band, that's just fine. Just come to a little deeper of a squat. I'm just gonna step out to one side, come back to center, step out to the other side, come back to center, moving nice and slow as you go. 20 of these. So 20 on the ground, 20 here. When you're done with your 20, you go right back to the ground and step it forward, step it back for 20. So you keep repeating that until you've done it for 5 minutes. And that was our very last thing that we did in class. After that, you're gonna do 10 minutes of a cool down, so you can do whatever stretches you prefer. Today in class, we focused on stretching out our hamstrings, so single leg hamstring stretch, making sure to stretch out your side body, so this area here, because we did a little bit of work with that in class today. I'm stretching out our chest and our back this way. We did some puppy pose stretching, so hands on the ground, sit your hips back, and then walk your hands over to one side, stretch out your side body here. Ooh, this is a good one. And then the other side, stretching out here. Perfect. All right, and that was everything that you missed in class today. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Again, let me know if you ever have any questions. I'm always happy to help as your coach and your trainer. So we missed you, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.